G'day everyone, I'm Wayne Dowson from Wayne Dowson Fine Art, and this is the third portrait in my ANZAC series. Lew the Gentleman, of the 554th to 555th Light Anti-Aircraft Batteries, and Lew served in New Guinea. They're the colours that were in Lew's patch, and I painted Lew with that wonderful cheeky smile he has. We used Lew's slouch hat in the painting. That Australian slouch hat he's had for 70 years. And of course we used Lew's war medals as well in the painting. And he's sitting in his lounge room in his favourite armchair. Third portrait in the ANZAC series. Lew was born in a small country town in New South Wales. He's lived there all his life. He was the eldest. He had two younger brothers and a younger sister. As a young fella he worked in the town, and at the age of 21 he enlisted in the army when war broke out. And he was in the Australian Army for 6 years. And like I said, he served in New Guinea. And that's a photo of Lew's parents with Lew's younger brother, who also enlisted when he came of age.
Unit kitchen.
Yeah. But I mean, did anyone think I'm going to go and have a fish?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what we did.
Yeah.
I said to some of the boys one day, I said, when we, the Lakatoy they call the boat.
Yeah, the boat, yeah.
I said, what we'll do tomorrow is take a couple of grenades, not supposed to do it, and drop them over
This must
the
be
side.
an Australian thing because
Drop them
everywhere.
and fed them. They were that bloody hungry with this
Fish are plenty. Yeah.
As soon as it hit the water,
They go.
they came in towards us next little bang, and this fish bloody turned upside down all over the place.
Lew has such a fantastic collection of photographs that he'd taken during the war. There he is on the left. His second in the back row on the right is a supplies truck. The what?
The Australian planes were coming in.
Yeah, like surplus planes with supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did you see? What about our Australian planes like the Boomerang and the?
oh yes.
You see those?
We see those.
Yeah. So because we had the
Wirraway.
The Wirraway and the Boomerang.
Yeah.
Not many people know even know about those planes.
No,
But they weren't good fighter planes, were they?
they were too slow.
But is it true that one of either a Boomerang or a Wirraway shot down a zero?
Yeah, that's
It
right.
is.
I reckon it's right, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Wow.
See, and people don't realise that there was over 200 people killed in Darwin with the bombing.
Yeah, I
of the
know.
Japanese.
I know. Yep.
I gave the Yanks a bit of a touch up. They mad gamblers, those Yanks.
Yeah.
And they hadn't got a brain in their head when they... Didn't I give them? I had about, in the bottom of the kit bag,
Yeah.
about that deep was Yankee money. I reckon the Yanks were sorry that they...
But what were you playing? What did you win the money for?
Well, anything that gamble on, the Yanks,
Like what?
card games.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you had to get a quid somewhere,
Yeah.
and they had plenty of it.
What did you think of the Yanks then? What?
The Yanks that hadn't been to Australia were the greatest mob of blokes you'd ever meet. Weren't skites or we're better than this or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got to know a bloke by the name of Pfeiffer. His old man was a Major General.
Yeah.
And I got to know him really well, a sergeant he was.
Yeah. What about General MacArthur? What did you think of him?
Not much.
So your uniform and everything, when you leave the army, did you have to give it back?
No.
You threw it away?
Yeah. Quick as I could.
Yeah. Lou did keep his stripes off of his uniform, and also the Australian shoulder badges off his army jacket, and a practice shell that the boys used to find range with on the anti-aircraft guns. And of course Lou has his 70-year-old slouch hat. Lou also has a beret with all the men's signatures on it, including his. At the end of the war, one of the boys said, "Let's all get our signatures together." So they all wrote their signatures on this beret.
Yeah.
And he had a big handlebar moustache, or a curled up one.
Certainly just after we went in there and they were sorting out all what units you were going into.
Yeah.
And that's how we decided to knock Harvey Mower.
And got him in the shower. So he didn't care. Was he had the shits?
He cared,
But you were all friends after that?
Well, we were all bloody mates. We went in there and everything was new to us.
Yeah. That's a photo of Mount Bouganville, an active volcano in Bouganville. And that's a photo of the boys checking out a Japanese Zero at Bouganville.
You wouldn't be game to walk down the street now if you with the uniforms as we had in those days.
Why?
The way they fitted you. God, it's true.
Yeah.
As long as it was a shirt, I didn't care what size it was. Oh, yes.
And you know, it was just so hot and over there.
Well,
you would have been brown as a berry.
Oh, that's right. What at Bouganville, every afternoon about 3 o'clock,
yeah,
there'd be a hell of a storm, and it'd go for about half an hour, so, and out would come the sun. It'd be that bloody hot, the steam would be hot. There's no chance of any taking the clothes off to dry or anything.
Yeah.
Just left them on, and in half an hour you're dry.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the only way we got off the boat was to get the big nets right along the water and climb down those nets.
Yeah.
And the bloke, one of the officers said to me, he said, throw that bag you got on your shoulder, throw it overboard. And I said, no, bloody fearing, you know what it was?
What?
Dad had sent me a bottle of whiskey in a loaf of bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah, took the inside out. And the Yanks would pay anything for whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, they said, yeah, throw it over. If it goes over, I'll go over too.
I really enjoyed spending time with Lou as he reminisced about his experiences during the war. He's such an interesting man with a wonderful Australian story to tell. Thanks, Lou, for sharing your story, and thank you everyone for watching.